Hyrule, a kingdom of light. Blessed by the gods, protected by a noble royal family. But what if the greatest evil in Hyrule's history didn't come from Ganondorf? What if the true darkness was buried beneath our feet, sealed away by the very rulers sworn to protect us? Today we uncover the dark truth of the Hyrule royal family and the horrors hidden in the well and the Shadow Temple. The royal family is portrayed as protectors of peace and chosen by the gods themselves, but subtle hints suggest that the royal family were involved in some of the darkest crimes of Hyrule history. The Shadow Temple and the well imply the royal family were involved in brutal acts of execution, torture, and even kept prisoners in very harsh environments. The Sheikah are known throughout the game as the guardians of the royal family, but they also have a dark past. Were they really just protectors, or were they executioners? There's a lot of symbolism with the Sheikah, being espionage for the royal family, such as the Eye of Truth, representing that they can see everything. But the tear could also show that they mourn the very atrocities that they committed underneath the crown. The lens of truth allowing Link to see exactly what the royal family tried to hide in a literal and a metaphorical sense. In the Shadow Temple, we see a lot of torture devices, hinting that maybe the Sheikah were the ones responsible for doing these hidden acts on the royal's behalf, so that the actual royal family could maintain their pure image. On the note of the Shadow Temple, let's go deep into it. The purpose of the Shadow Temple is described as a place where the bloody history of Hyrule is preserved, meaning it could have been used to interrogate enemies, dispose of traitors, or imprison rebels. The Shadow Temple is filled with skulls, guillotine, spikes, and even bloodstains everywhere. This cannot be a temple of worship. If anything, it is a temple of punishment and death. The most disturbing thing about the Shadow Temple for many players is Dead Hand. This grotesque monster could represent many things, such as the grasping hands of the royal family's dark past, or maybe even all of the past victims that were exposed to the royal family's evil acts. Zelda lore is filled to the brim with light versus darkness themes, such as Link versus Ganon, and how the Master Sword is the only thing that can seal away darkness. But this time, darkness comes from the light itself, the royal family, the ones sworn to combat darkness. But in doing so, they fell to the dark side themselves. It seems like the message they were trying to portray here is that the peace and order in Hyrule comes at a cost, hidden deep underground in a town once belonging to the Sheikah, who suddenly vanished. By the time of Link's adventure, all the evidence is buried, suggesting that the royal family tried to erase their violent history. At the end of the Shadow Temple awaits its final guardian, or maybe its final victim, Bongo Bongo, a headless phantom bound in chains, beating endlessly on a ghostly drum. However, he doesn't seem like a regular monster. He feels like something man-made, created or condemned. Some clues suggest that Bongo Bongo might have once been a human, executed for discovering the secrets of the royal family. Some theories suggest that his severed head and bound hands symbolized punishments. The severed head could indicate that maybe he saw too much, and the bound hands could suggest that he did too much and was a threat to the royal family. In a way, it's kind of poetic. To defeat the phantom of Hyrule's guilt, Link must see the truth that the royal family hid. Only by facing what the kingdom tried to erase can the darkness be put to rest, leaving the truth behind.